Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Carl D'Souza. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to another episode of Power Platform TV. Today we're going to take a look at how to upgrade Unified Service Desk. So there's two components to a Unified Service Desk upgrade. You've got the server version and you've got the client version. And we'll go through both of these in this video. So we're going to start with the server version. So what you'll want to do is you'll want to firstly take a look at which version of Unified Service Desk you're running. So to do this, head over to make.powerapps.com and select your environment and then go to Solutions. And when you're in Solutions, I'm going to scroll down on my installation here, and we can see that I have these three solutions installed that are part of Unified Service Desk. So we got the this one, the Dynamics Unified Service Desk solution. So this is the main solution that Unified Service Desk uses. We have the user interface integration solution as well, and then we have this USD client customization package that sometimes gets installed also. So the main ones here are these, as I mentioned, the Dynamics USD solution and the UII solution, okay? And we can see with the Dynamics USD solution, I am running version 2.2.0.755. So that is the server USD version. So if you ever need it, that's where you need to look. And then with the UII solution, we have version 3.5.0.775, okay? So neither of these versions are the latest ones from Microsoft. And so let's go through how we can make these the latest. So what you'll want to do is you want to browse out to this URL, and you just may want to search if you're looking at this video at some later date and this URL is still not active. But this is the Microsoft website, this is the Microsoft documentation, and this is the Unified Service Desk guide, okay? So when you browse out to this guide, what you'll see is this download Unified Service Desk link. So I'm going to go and click on it, and it takes us over to this page here, and we can see here that the latest version of Unified Service Desk is 4.1, okay? And what this gives us also is a download location. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this link here, and this takes us over to this download page. And so if we click on details, what we can see here is that the published date for this 4.1 version was February 25th of 2020, and it's giving us the dot versions as well here of this USD package that we could install. So there's three files here. The first file is a client installation for 64-bit systems, and then the second one is a 32-bit installation, and the third one is the package deployer. And this is the package deployer that will upgrade our solutions on the server in our D365 environment, okay? And of course, with each of these package files, we see here that the version itself is 4.1.1.1397. So, you know, make note of that. Microsoft releases dot versions all the time, you know, depending on if they're publishing bug fixes or deploying new features as well. So what we'll do is we will click download, and so we see the three files that we just spoke about. I'm going to click on downloading the package deployer, and while I'm here, I'm also going to grab the client installation as well. So I'm going to upgrade that one. So we're pulling down two files. Let's go click next, and that's going to start our download. So we'll wait for that download to complete, and then we'll open up these files. Great, so that's downloaded the two files. So let's go ahead and click on the package deployer, and we'll take a look at the wizard here to make this installation. So we're going to click OK here, And so we get this licensing page. We're going to click accept here and click continue. And here it's prompting us to select a folder to install this. So we're going to create a new folder in here, and we'll call this server, and we will click OK. So that's extracting the package deployer files into this server folder, and then we're going to be able to continue with the installation. Great, so now we have this screen here. We're going to click continue. Great, so this is where we get to connect to CRM. So here we'll enter in our login details, and then we can select what deployment type this is. So in my case, I'm going to be deploying up to Office 365, and I've entered in my username and password, and I'm going to click select a list of available organizations as well, in case there's more than one in my tenant. So now I'm going to click login, and we are connecting, and now I get to choose my instance here. So I'm going to pick this one, select login, and so now we get various different options for what we want to do here. So the package deployer has many things that it can do. You can install new USD environments. You can install the best practices analyzer here as well, which is a very useful tool. And then various different other things. But what we're going to do is we're going to select upgrade. So Unified Service Desk upgrade, and this is going to do the upgrade for us. So now we'll click next. And we have some words here that you can read, and we'll click next again. And here it's telling us our org, so you'll probably want to just double check this to make sure you selected the right organization when you do this. Then click next, and so now what it's doing is it is importing these solutions and doing some pre-checks here, and now that this is done, we'll go to the next screen. And the next screen is where the actual updating of the solutions happen. So we can see here on this one, we have what it's telling us is that the UII solution is being upgraded from version 3.5 up to 4.1. Okay, so we're going to let this run for a bit and come back. But this is where most of the installation time will go. Alright, so now this is completed, so let's take a look at what we have here. So we see the UII version has been upgraded from 3.5 to 4.1. We see the D365 Unified Service Desk version is upgraded from 2.2 to 4.1. It also upgraded the Unified Interface customizations, and that's it, alright? So now let's click next. And we see that we have finished the upgrade of the server. So let's click finish here, and let's pop over to the USD configuration and see what if the packages have been upgraded. Alright, so we're back in the Make Power Apps portal, and what we'll do is we'll just refresh this page, and we should see the versions of the solutions now upgraded. So if we scroll down, we see here, this is the Dynamics Unified Service Desk solution, and we're at 4.1 here. And the user interface integration solution is also at 4.1. So those are the main ones, and that's what we wanted to see here. So we're now running the latest version of USD on the server. So next thing we want to take a look at is how to upgrade the client. So let's look at that now. So the first place to start here is in Add Remove Programs, or Programs and Features, and this is a Windows area where we see all our applications installed. And if we search for Unified, we'll see a couple of installations here. So the first one is the Unified Service Desk Client, and we can see here when I click on this that I am running version 2.2 of this client, okay? And we also have here the Unified Service Desk setup files, and if I click on that, it gives me also 2.2, and this is actually how you would go about uninstalling or modifying your USD client installation. Okay, so what we can see is that we're on 2.2, but let's flip back over to the package that we downloaded that will give us the latest version of the USD client. So here we are with the downloaded files, and this is the one we want here, the 64-bit version. So I'm going to double click on this to run it. And it says this is 4.1, so that's awesome. And it says an older version of Unified Service Desk is already installed on your machine. The setup will upgrade USD on your machine. Okay, so that's what we want to do, and we want to click next. And of course, you could uninstall the current version and then just install this one if you didn't want to upgrade. That's the other way you could do it. So we have these options here. We'll just keep those as defaults and click install. So this is going through the installation. This one doesn't take too long, unlike the server one, which will definitely take more time. Great, that's completed. All right, so the final step here is to log into the environment, and we'll see that the client version has been updated successfully. So I'm going to go ahead here and click launch, and what we'll see here on the top left, that's where we see the version. So 4.1, that's an easy way to see which client version you have installed.
So that's it, guys. If you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and of course check out my blog at carldesouza.com. Thank you.